So, where have I been? I know it's been a while since I've been creating content, and truthfully, I had to just take a step back because I was so overwhelmed. I was overstimulated. I was going through depression. I was stressed out. I was making stupid choices, and I really thought in my life I've had healed from certain people, and I thought I fully detached. But come to find out, behind the scenes, I was dealing with someone that I know I shouldn't have been dealing with, and I was still unhealthily attached to this person. I'm not with this person anymore. I'm not dealing with this person, but it was so much things that I was going on behind the scenes. Sometimes healing is in silence, and that's what I was doing. I was healing in silence. I had to take a step back. I had to focus on motherhood. I had to focus on my life. I had to reevaluate my purpose, why I started this journey, because I have not filmed for a long time, and I knew in the back of my mind that I truly didn't want to give up. If you're going through a struggle, whether it's relationship, job, career, family, friends, it's okay to take a step back. I think I took a step back for a while, and I don't think that's okay, but I think it's okay to take time for yourself and to heal. Healing is not always being loud. It's not always in your face. Most of the time it's done in private, it's done in silence, and you really start to learn more about yourself and your decisions and why you've done what you've done, and you really start to reevaluate your life. So that's kind of what I was going through. Social media can feel really, really heavy, and I wasn't ready to talk about my personal business on social media. My TikTok got hacked. So when my TikTok got hacked, they got hacked like early March. I was so upset. I was emotional. I was stressed out. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just give up content, because if it got hacked, and I was almost at 6,000 followers, some of my videos was going really viral, and I just felt like, what is the point of me creating content? Like, it got hacked. Maybe the universe doesn't want me to be a content creator, but as so much more time went on, I was craving to do content, and I really wanted to make videos of advice, of things that I was learning, things that I was dealing with at the present moment without trying to be too personal. Because the thing is, like, I have people in my life that be watching me. Like, I have people in relationships that I've been dealing with that watches me. I have relatives that be watching me. I have people that I don't want watching me, that is not my target audience, that watches me. But that is part of being a content creator. You're gonna have people that are necessarily not your target audience, or you're gonna have people that are just watching you because they just want to be nosy. All this time when I wasn't really posting on YouTube, now mind you, I have been posting on my backup TikTok account just in case. If one day I was gonna be able to get my original TikTok account back, but I'm not gonna get it back. TikTok has the worst customer service, customer support ever for their creators, and a lot of people's accounts have been hacked. So I started a backup. I've been building my following little by little, but I know that I wanted to do YouTube, my podcast, for a while, because I like YouTube. I like the platform. I'm always on YouTube. Like, that's my #1 platform. TikTok mostly focuses on short-term content. When I haven't been uploading on YouTube, I try to repurpose some of my TikToks on YouTube, but the thing is, like, a lot of my TikTok videos, it's very explicit. I do cuss, and I try not to curse on YouTube. I have been dealing with relationships, specifically a relationship that, has been really toxic, but it's also have been hard for me to let go. And I thought I've really healed. I thought I've really detached, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, and it could take years. You really think that you're healed from somebody. You really think that you don't care about them in the same way that you thought you did, and it's kind of harder for me to let that person go because I gotta co-parent with them. Co-parenting is not really black and white. There's a lot of gray areas in between, but I'm learning and I'm navigating, putting my feelings and my emotions to the side and just healthily co-parent for the sake of my daughter. I was going through depression, and I was burnt out, and I was overwhelmed. I also realized that I can also be a mom, but I can also chase my goals. And I know I want to be a content creator. I know I want to do more in life, and I like to share my story. I like to uplift women. I like to encourage women. I've also been focusing on my digital products. I have a healing guide coming soon, specifically for single moms that want to learn how to detach from relationships, their co-parent, family members. Also, if you have like a limited mindset and you want to elevate in your life, you want to prosper, you want to climb up the ladder. So I created a digital product. I'm still not finished with it yet. I'm still working on it, but stay tuned, because I I will be launching that. I also launched my Manifest Like a Millionaire journal. So I'm not rich yet. I'm not a millionaire yet, but I am working on building wealth. If you guys are interested, my digital products are linked in my Gumroad account. So if you go on my description below, my Gumroad, and you'll see my Manifest Like a Millionaire journal. It's $11.11. It's a digital journal. It's about manifesting to be a millionaire. It's about manifesting wealth. You know, I always wanted to buy a journal on Amazon, Manifest Like a Millionaire, and I'm like, I never really found those journals. So I'm like, wait a minute, why don't I just create that? So I started to create that journal, and I started to write down on my journal on my phone, because it's a digital product. And I was like, yeah, I gotta start doing content, because I know this is what I really want to do, and I know this is where I want to be. I want to build wealth. I want to quit my 9-to-5. I don't want to work for somebody. I don't want to make other people's dreams come true. I want to make my dreams come true, because where I come from, I wouldn't say like poverty. I mean, there was a point where my parents was in the projects, but they ended up buying a house. But where I come from, you don't really see a lot of people like in my family really successful, building wealth, having side hustles, having financial freedom. I don't really come from that. So I want to be that. I want to break that generational curse for my daughter. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was in this relationship, going back and forth behind the scenes, when I wasn't creating content, I was so distracted from my goals. I was distracted from posting on YouTube. I was distracted from creating content on TikTok. That relationship itself, it kept me distracted, and I wasn't consistent, and I was brain fogged, because instead of me focusing on my goals and focusing on what I really want to do with my life, I was just focused on how can I make this relationship work? Like, how can I fix it? How can I make it better? For a lot of you that are in toxic relationships, it's easier said than done when somebody tells you to walk away, or when you tell somebody to walk away, but you yourself, you have to know when you're ready to walk away. Because somebody could tell you till you're blue in the face to walk away, but until you have that aha moment, until you really know when your body is like detached, when your body is forcing you, when your mind, your spirit, only you will truly know. That type of relationship will really distract you from your purpose. You know, it will drain you so much. It will make you forget about what you want to do, where you want to be, how you want to become, like, you know, because your mind is so heavily distracted, and it's not a good thing. It's actually really bad. Now I've really been focusing on me, my daughter. I've been creating my digital product. I really started to like reevaluate my life. I'm like, okay, my TikTok got hacked. I gotta start a new account. I gotta start posting. Let me create something for me. Let me create something for women that is going through what I've been through, struggling to let go of unhealthy relationships, also struggling to get out of that limited mindset where you feel like if you are in a place in your life where you feel stuck, where you feel like you're in a rut, where you feel like your life is meant for more, but you can't do more. You don't believe it could be more because of where you are. You believe in your circumstances more than you believe in your potential. That's why I created this digital product called Manifest Like a Millionaire journal. It's on my Gumroad. It's on my description below. And I hope you guys can check it out. No, I'm not a millionaire yet. I'm not going to leave this earth without trying. I know I started this YouTube journey for a reason, not just because of building something for myself, but also to like help women, to help other people not make the same mistakes that I've been through, or also just to be more relatable to women, because I know so many of us are going through the same thing, and I wish I had someone growing up to kind of guide me, to kind of give me advice, because I never really had that. I had to learn everything all on my own. So if you guys want to check out my digital products, just link in the description below. If you've been healing in silence, just know that you are not alone, because healing is not loud and it's not always on social media. But I have a healing guide for women's gonna be launching really soon. Subscribe to my Gumroad and I will keep you updated. I will see you guys on the next video.